Hello and welcome to another episode of LGR Play. As always, I am your host Mark Hamer, and today we're going to diverge from the usual play format to do a quick look at a little game that I just can't stop playing at the moment. Bomber Crew is a wonderful little game from Brighton-based developer Runner Duck, a tiny two-person team who were kind enough to send us a copy of the game on Nintendo Switch to check out, and I've enjoyed it so much that I've gone and bought it on another platform as well. So what is Bomber Crew? Well, to put it simply, it's almost a hybrid of XCOM and FTL. There's no turn-based combat like in XCOM, but you have a crew who you level up at the end of each successful mission, and just like in that game, you'll start to develop a bond with certain characters the longer they last, and you invest time and money in buying better gear for them to improve their survivability. The FTL element comes into play when flying actual missions, because you're not in direct control of the Lancaster bomber your crew is flying in, so you need to order them around to perform various tasks. Your pilot will operate the landing gear, set altitude, perform evasive maneuvers, and fly to coordinates upon your order. Your bomber will need to be instructed to occupy the observation pod, open the bomb bay doors, select the number of bombs and drop at the right time, or to take a photograph if doing an optional surveillance objective. Your gunners will need enemy fighters tagging for them, and they'll need to be told to restock ammo, and your poor engineer will spend most of every mission running around having to fix components on your rickety old bomber. All this can lead to some incredibly frantic gameplay moments where you're conducting a bombing run, tagging enemy fighter pilots, ordering gunners to grab ammo when empty, directing a wounded crew member to the med bay, ordering your pilot to perform an emergency dive to try and put out an engine fire, and ordering your engineer to fix the hydraulics so that your gun turrets don't stop working. And that poor engineer will have to work. Things will break on your bomber, and break often. Until you can research and afford to buy upgraded components, then your hydraulics, electrics, oxygen supply, etc. can all break and will break frequently. Even the engines can go, at which point your poor engineer will have to climb out onto the wing to fix it while the enemy Messerschmitts are peppering your plane. Once the skies have been cleared and the objectives completed, then you can turn your battered plane back towards good old Blighty to plug up the holes in the fuselage and heal injured members of your crew who hopefully made it all back alive. This period of time where you coast back across safe ground to descend into RAF Woodbridge is serene and peaceful, and such a drastic change of pace from the chaos of mid-mission dogfights that you can't help but appreciate it. When you do land back at base, then you're rewarded with crew XP, with which you can unlock skills and secondary abilities, so that, for example, your engineer can fill in as a gunner when needed, and you're rewarded with new crew and plane equipment unlocks and some money with which to buy them. Crew equipment upgrades are limited to clothing and a few accessories that will increase their durability or resistance to cold, or an oxygen tank. Where you will be spending most of your time is in upgrading your bomber. You can customize your plane's paint job, the artwork, the name. You can upgrade almost every component on the plane, from the guns, the engines and the fuselage, down to what pieces of emergency equipment, be that parachute, first aid kit or a fire extinguisher, that you decide to hang from the crew racks. This level of upgradability, if that's a word, and customization mean that you'll become very attached to your plane. I called mine the Spruce Goose, and she served me well before breaking up while trying to land on one wheel, taking one of my crew with her. If you do lose a bomber, you'll get a replacement with almost the same level of upgrades to the one you lost, but nothing will fill that hole in your heart left by the loss of your beautiful Lancaster bomber. R.I.P. Spruce Goose. Bomber Crew has been out for a while on PC and is now available on Xbox One, PS4 and Nintendo Switch as well. If you have Game Pass on Xbox, then it's in there too, so you can play for free at the moment. On other platforms it's dead cheap, even if you plump for the version with the Season Pass. It's a delightful little game with a wonderful presentation that belies a brutal difficulty on later missions. None of the missions take longer than about 15 or 20 minutes to fly, and the controls are simple and intuitive, so I would say it's a perfect little game for a lapsed gamer. Hopefully you enjoyed this little look at Bomber Crew. I'm going to try and do more of these videos to sprinkle liberally between the regular episodes of Play. If you enjoyed this video, then please do hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel. And if you played Bomber Crew or you like the look of it, then let us know in the comments below. As always, you can find the Laps Gamer Radio podcast on iTunes, Podbean and Spotify. You can find us on Twitter @LapsGamer. You can email us at lapsgamerradio@gmail.com, and you can visit our blog at lapsgamer.com. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next episode of LGR Play. Goodbye.